Alright, so about a month ago,
Really, really hard to
Cyberpunk
miss.
2077 came out. And it has been very
Sounds
mixed
great.
on the reception. Some people love it, a lot of people hate it. I myself am in the camp of I enjoy this game. I've played for about 80 hours, and I'm playing this on the PS4. Now, I'm just going to make a disclaimer here. I am playing on the PS4 Pro. I'm not playing on a base model PS4. I have one friend who's playing on a Pro like me, and I got another friend who's been playing this on a Slim, and he's definitely had the worst experience out of the three of us. And it's not because this is a bad game, it's just because it wasn't. They needed some more time. I think I understand why they might have released it at the time they did, because I felt that if they maybe had to delay it again another 6 months or so, they probably would have more than likely just canceled the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version and just released these for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. Which there are standalone versions of those coming from what I understand. And since I bought the game physically, I can upgrade, I believe. And this game's been delisted actually off of PSN, which I'm kind of surprised about, because personally I felt Fallout 76 was released in a worse state than this game, and yet that remained on the store. Hell, if you do a deep dive, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the PlayStation 3 is still at full price. Same as all of its previous DLCs. Those are all still full price. But that's another topic for another day. And yeah, there's the PC crowd is being like, "Oh, you should be playing this on PC. It's the best experience." It's only a good experience because it was sort of built for it, and it's easier to build a game for a PC than a console could. So, in my opinion, I haven't made a game. I want to, but this is again just a whole nother subject for another day. Right now, you're just seeing some stealth gameplay. There will be some more action-heavy gameplay coming later in the videos. I'll talk about kind of that stuff there. The stealth is very basic. You have your basics. As you can see on the radar, you can see the line of sight. I have a ping quick hack, which will show me everything around me, like enemy locations, stuff I can use to distract enemies. So you use your quick hacks on certain objects to distract enemies, such as spotlights, vending machines. Means even old busted out vehicles, you can trigger the alarms in some of them. And as you saw, you have a grab. Here's going to be a bit of a bug here. I have a aerial takedown I can do, but the animation didn't trigger for me, but it triggered for the enemy. So, again, I'm not blind to all the bugs. Like, I've said with my group and to friends that if you get past all the glitches and bugs, there's a solid game under here. Unlike with Fallout 76, there was under the layers of bugs and crashes, there was a shit game. And I'm surprised that didn't get delisted, but this did. Yeah, as you can see, I distract an enemy there with an arcade machine. There is driving, but I don't have driving gameplay here. The driving, it takes a little getting used to. Some of the vehicles drive fine, others are either a little too stiff or too loose. So it comes down to, but there's a good variety in the vehicles where you can find what you want to drive. I found a vehicle that I liked kind of in the middle of the game, and I pretty much exclusively stuck to that. And again, I've been playing this game for over 80 hours, and I'm still putting time into it.
Good work. What now? A few shifts till 3.
Getting the car out of here, no need.
Over there to take a quick drink.
Fine. Meet me at the city line. North side. Don't get too used to her. She's mine. See you soon.
Now I'm just gonna quickly talk about the bugs and the crashes. The most I've dealt with crashes has been exiting Fee's apartment. Like if I've gone back there and I left through the front, I've more than likely have crashed. And that's where you'll deal with the worst of them, which is unfortunate because that's where you start the game. So it's the starting area where you'll deal with crashes the most, which is why I think people are having a hard time staying with the game. But I stuck through it, and it has gotten better with updates. But again, they should have maybe delayed the game again, just a little longer. But again, they probably would have canceled these versions, and I probably wouldn't be able to play it because of scalpers buying up all the systems. We're just finishing up the stealth bit here. We're gonna go into the combat heavy, where we'll be seeing another bug in play. And this bug has been consistent. It happened in my first playthrough, and it's happened in this one. So yeah, as you can see, being in the passenger vehicle of a vehicle feels very weird. It doesn't feel very natural. Yeah, because we're gonna get into gunplay here, and the gunplay is so satisfying. It is a lot of fun. It does take a little getting used to with like the grenades and that, because I've had instances where I've thrown where I haven't thrown a grenade, and then there, as you see, I got hit with a bio-nade that killed me. Then we're gonna load back in, and then you'll see another bug here. Again, I'm not denying the bugs here. I'm playing on PS4. Mind you, it's a Pro where its crashes are less so, but the bugs are still the same. And the load times, they're not horrible. I've sat through worse. Like, again, I played on PS3. I sat through the lengthy installs of pretty much every game that came out for it. But especially the exclusives. So I got patience for long load times. That's where you just break out the phone and just go on YouTube for a little bit. And the soundtrack, my god, the soundtrack is amazing. This rivals Persona 5 Royal for best soundtrack in gaming. Well, Persona 5 Royal. I personally prefer the intro cinematic to Persona 5. We're gonna go, but that's going off topic. Here, we're going back into the hacking minigame. The hacking minigame, I had issues at first, but once you start upgrading it, you get more stuff you can do in it, and you can get, when you get a better battery in your character, you got more spots that you can use. You just leave it a little bit more margin for error. Especially since you've seen that this time I only have 4 slots, and some of them take all 4. As well as, of course, you got the cybernetic enhancements, which you can go through the game without them, but there's going to be a few you're going to want to. There's a couple fist fights you can do in the game. If you're going to do those, I'd absolutely recommend getting the gorilla arms. As well as if you're wanting to focus on a little bit more stealth, I'd absolutely recommend the double jump. Because you can get up to places that you really shouldn't, and you can take advantage of some of the AI. As well as here, as you saw, the scanning doesn't always work. And the skill trees are massive. You have 5 categories that you can, and then they each have at least 2 to 3 subcategories. It's like in cool, you'll have cold-blooded and stealth. That one's probably one of your least important, at least till you get the aerial stealth takedown. In intelligence, will be your crafting and your breach protocol, as it's called. Which crafting I totally forgot was in this game till my second playthrough here. And then you got the enemy net runners here, which will basically have the quick axe like you, but if you have one of the skills, you can see where they are. So yeah, overall I do recommend the game, but I would wait for a couple patches to come out. I'd wait for a price drop, because it's not worth it at full price, which, mind you, in Canada where I live, it's $80 for a brand new game. So I paid $80 for this game. So yeah, that kind of sums up everything here. See my horrible accuracy. And yeah, accidentally used one of my better healing items there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video, which I'm not doing a 2021 update video because last update video I did nothing from it.